I am in my groundnut farm. You can see here and beyond yonder, these are all my groundnuts. Groundnut farm, you can see. Now, groundnuts form their buds under the ground. When they are ready, we shall be uprooting this bunch, and all the buds or grounds will be underground. And therefore, after we have not done the normal weeding, we are supposed to do exactly what this gentleman is doing. We make heaps of soil into the stems of the groundnuts, and we make almost like a trench in between the lines of the groundnuts. That helps in the sense that then the soil around the stems will be soft and heap enough for the groundnuts to form their roots and their pods. So normally we use a djembe. Let's see how he uses a djembe, and he does it. Don't fanya hapa hii yako hii, fanya hii. So now he's doing the djembe so that you can see soil, says a djembe, and put soil in the stems. Now I saw this and I thought this was tedious, and I innovated this one. I've just done it in my workshop with these guys. Now you see, come nearer so that we compare. You see now, this is like doing twice or thrice to throw the soil in the stems. But here is just doing once, because my djembe puts the soil in both sides as he goes. As he goes, they throw the soil in the stems. So this is my innovation, if you want, the idea. And I used local, not plumbers, local mechanics and workshop guys to come and do it. And therefore, you see now we have improved. If you talk of comparative advantage, this one you can see has been going faster, and the soil feeds the stems of the njugu, the groundnut, faster. This one is also doing it with a normal djembe, but you can see the improvement that I have made on. This is ideal for groundnuts, for potatoes, Irish potatoes also, sweet potatoes, cassavas, when you want to heap the soil in the stems. The trenches that we produce, when it rains, the water stays in the trenches and then it seeps down into the soil, and it starts now giving food for the groundnut. Flat as it is here, when it rains, it will form, it will start going downhill, and all the water will go with the nutrients and all that. But when we make trenches and we heap the soil in the stems of the groundnut, now using my innovation, using this djembe, which I designed and in my own little workshop, and it was done here on in my compound. So this, if you want to order one like this, two like this, you tell us, we shall make for you. These guys here, you can see they are now become experts using it. When it is soft soil, you don't have to dig, you just pull it. When it is a little hard, you dig it. But you see, it's doing a job better than the djembe, which is normally used. So in terms of innovation, it has relative advantage. That's one. Its compatibility is high. In other words, it's accepted. You can see it's accepted by the workers. So it's compatible with the situation, with the workers, and with the consumers. It is also simplicity. You see, very simple to use, not complex. It is observable, we can observe, and we are already trying it, so triability. So all the characteristics of an innovation that we teach in class, the Rogers characteristic, the 5, relative advantage, simplicity, complexity, triability, and observability, they are all taken care of. So, a new jembe, and this is in my village. This is Lutonyi village, Kibingei ward, Kimilili sub-county in Bungoma county, which means this jembe can work in these soils and probably in the entire county. So we are here. We are experimenting and actually piloting this jembe. Look at the job it has done for the groundnuts, and pretty enjoyable. Heaping the soil in the stems of the groundnuts, creating the drainage so that when the water comes and it stays in the drainage, it seeps down, and as it seeps down, the roots of the groundnut start picking it, and therefore you have a better harvest than when you just left it without these drainages. One, the water will run down the gradient with all the nutrients, and the two, the roots of the pods of the groundnuts will not form as effectively. This is Professor Buisa in agripreneurship, trying to innovate and invent for farmers, particularly small-scale farmers, make their work easier and therefore increase their productivity. Please, if you liked this, share it, subscribe, leave a comment, and please make sure you reach me if you want it. We can do these jembes on order. I am in Lutonyi village, Kibingei ward, Kimilili sub-county, and Bungoma county. These are young men who come to work with me. Chitambulishe, what's your name?
My name, kwa majina naitwa Eliud Barasa, kutoka Temba, Kibingei.
Good. Wewe bwana, tuambie hii jembe unaionaje? Wewe jitambulishe na unaonaje, mlikuwa mnatumia hii majembe ingine, sasa umeionaje?
Hii jembe nayo inaingia mara mbili kwa hii kwani hii ingine ya kienyeji kawaida. Hii inafanya kazi mara mbili kwa hii.
Aha.
So hii iko fast kushinda hii.
Oh, wewe unaitwa nani na unakaa wapi?
Kwa majina mimi naitwa John Simiu.
Yes.
Inakaa Temba.
Hii ukifundishwa unaweza sasa hata kufanyia hapa, maana sio kazi ngumu, pora wetu na electricity na nini. Yes. Unaweza kuanza workshop yetu hapa, tuanze kuuzia watu.
Hata unaweza weka mpini kama hii.
Aha, unaweza kupeka pini. Kitu gani unaweza kuimprove hapa? Unaona sasa handle
kidogo. Sasa tuongeza handle. Ukishika hivi inaenda vizuri.
Aha. Na mimi niliona ulijaribu, huyu alikuwa anajaribu. Hebu jaribu hilo, ulikuwa kama ati unasukuma huku hivi. Ulikuwa unajaribu. Na hii, wewe ulikuwa naenda na anasukuma. Ulikuwa unajaribu kusukuma. Ulikuwa unasukuma kutoka. Aha. Hiyo ni kumaanisha tukifanya hivi majembe iwe kama haro hivi, si ndio? Alafu tuweke ng'ombe. Yaani iwe kama haro, si ndio? Iwe 1, 2, 3, alafu unaweka ng'ombe. Sasa ng'ombe ikipull, una press kama vile ulikuwa na press, ndio? Sasa itafanya nafasi kubwa kuliko mtu, si ndio? Yes. Ingine hapa. Sasa ukipull, inasanya yote karibu. Hata sasa unaweza kutumia hata pikipiki. Ukifanya hiyo alafu uweke kama tray hivi, kama tray, tray. Sasa pikipiki inaenda na inapulu hii na kazi inakuwa rahisi, si ndio? Sasa this is what I'm doing on our farms. My groundnuts are now well kept. They will now form lots of look at what is doing. You see, they have already discovered that they can do it even faster, just 2 people, instead of using the ordinary jembes. So it means when you have a little weight at the back and then pulling, it will do a better job.